Hello and welcome to the NORC Talladega 250K here at Talladega Super Speedway for the 5th race of the NORC Xfinity iRacing League. We'll be doing 6 laps around here at the Talladega Super Speedway. We get 17 starters and hopefully we'll have a good race here today. And the pace car starts to roll off. Jared, take away.
Leading him to the green for his first pole of the season is the Hob. Alongside of him will be John Barry, aka Revin.
Row number 2, we have 3-car Femi Omelette alongside Nick Northrop, the 54 car.
And over here in the 3rd row, in the inside, we got Marcus Richardson in the 2 car. And his outside, making his first NORC start, would be Riley Waynes.
Starting in the 7th position will be Chris Schuler. Alongside of him, Ryan Marin and the number 5 Chevy.
Row number 5, we have Nathan Duanis alongside Ben Shriver, longtime NORC drivers, both starting top 10.
And in the 6th row, making his first iRacing start, is the 16th Freddie LaRosa, a NORC veteran, and his outside will be sent on Bonnie Cheney.
In row 7 will be Cody Lamas in the 48 and Austin Mitchum in the 41.
Row number 8, Jordan Missig of the 24 car and Stephen Ree, an 88. I hope I said that right.
And the last row, who barely made a race in time, will be the 8 of Josh Robin.
Well, boys, here we go, Talladega.
One of the most exciting races all season long. They've been looking forward to this. I know you guys have been too. This should be a really fantastic race. You're going to see 3 wide, 4 wide racing. Great racing it's going to be.
Now these drivers, this is a 60-lap race, and they do have 3 resets, but they got to make sure not to use them up too early. Hopefully to avoid the dreaded big one that seems to happen here at Talladega.
A bit of a smaller field this week. This pace car comes off.
Yep. Now remember that the start-finish line is not in the middle of the tri-oval, but it's slightly past the exit of pit road. Bobby leading them down to the green. And the green flag's out, and we're underway here with the Talladega 250K. And it looks like Bobzinski should be hit. Bobzinski will be clear of the lead going into turn 1. The 4 is now even with 3 of Femi going through 1 and 2.
See everyone
Pretty
just
normal here. It'll take about a lap to get up to speed here at this track.
You see Northrop already diving down to the bottom, ditching the car on the outside. Everyone scrambling to get to the bottom lane.
Yeah, the outside line here doesn't really go that well on your restarts. And you'll see everyone pretty much, the outside line is going to be falling back here pretty much on every restart.
Typical plate racing.
And it looks like we're now single file for at least the first 7 cars. As everyone goes down to the bottom. Now you will kind of see a mixture of tandem and pack racing in this race. You could push, but only for a lap or so.
Your 2 winners this season, only right behind Bobby there, but Bobby leads lap number 1 and trying to keep that lead. Their front 3 starting to pull away from the field a little bit.
Looks like everyone's down the bottom except for the 4 and the 5. Everyone hugging that yellow line. The 3 cars up front are starting to pull away from the rest of the field. Looks like they got like a 3-car tandem up there.
Yeah, the 4 and the 5 still trying to make the outside work, but it's really hard to go up against 10 cars on the inside.
And looks like we might have a pass for lead here. Femi gonna push from Marcus. He's ahead for the outside here, going for the tri-oval. And it looks like Femi will indeed lead this lap as they cut back down low.
The first lead change of probably many we'll see today here.
Yeah, this draft package is the same as we had at Daytona. Same cars, obviously. So, and it's a lot. The draft package is actually harder than you think. Way harder than you think to be fast here. And bump drafting and everything, you got to really know how to drag the brake right, and it's actually more challenging than it looks to get to the front.
Marcus looking up high here. I'm not sure if he's just trying to cool off his motor or what. He looks back low behind Femi, but yeah, it's not like the old draft and all where you can just get up right in the guy in front and just push. The guy in front has to back off for you because there's a bubble of air behind these cars now.
Nick and Bobby have a really big run coming off for. They're going to look to the outside, going for the lead in the tri-oval.
They're bringing the 07 with them, but the 07 is not attached. They're starting to pull away from here a little bit, and it looks like Bobby would. Ooh, that's close. I believe Bobby's in.
Yeah, your pole sitter will go back to the lead at that start-finish line there.
And they will now be in the 1 and 2 positions as they clear the 3 and the 2 of Femi and Marcus. Now it looks like the pack is starting to pull back together here. We get the 31 and 4 on the outside trying to push up there, not making any headway though. About single file for the first 9 positions, I believe.
Now the 4 just left the 31 back there, it looked like. Now he's all by himself on the outside. He's going to fall to the back.
Yeah, it looks like no one's going to lift him here. And it looks like maybe the 18 and the 16 are making a move to the outside line here.
Here we go.
You got
outside
a few
line.
guys going up there. Here we go.
Marcus jumps in front of that line here. But it looks like he might duck back down low to the inside line.
He thinks better of it. That outside line looked like it was going to form and just went away. And now
They had a nice run to the trial.
Yeah.
Now
Here we
Marcus
go, though.
Marcus is now back up with Femi, pushing him down the straightaway here.
And now we got quite a bit of cars moving up there. Here, they all move up there. Leave the 3 on the bottom, and here comes Femi for the lead.
Now you only push for like really for a lap and a half pretty well on these cars before they start to get hot. And once the gauges start to flash red, you got back off pretty much right there on the spot, otherwise the car will get hot and it'll blow up on you. And they're about dead even for a lead. Nick has lost an 83 of Bobby here, and I will let Femi and Marcus get in the top 2 spots here.
Another lead change. Femi's going to go to the bottom. He's going to leave Marcus up there.
Can Marcus get back in the line? And
He's got room.
I think he's running up a little bit higher, I think, to cool off the motor. No, he's actually going to the outside.
Looks
here.
like we're going to see a switch here.
Now Bobby goes with Marcus, and Nick's going to go with Femi. Oh.
Yep. And Marcus goes down in front of the 3 of Femi here and leaves Bobby by himself on the outside.
Yeah,
Nathan Duane is joining these guys up there.
Yeah, Marcus is getting hot and probably radioed to Femi and needs to make the switch, and they did it. They're perfect.
NORC starting to get some more cars here on the outside line.
Yeah, these guys are getting a little racy now. Nick jumps right in front of Bobby right there, and they got a nice run here. And
Marcus goes up to block that outside line.
Yeah, these guys are getting racy. This is getting good right here. 3 wide back there.
Then we're side by side later. Here comes Nick Northrup to the outside. Again, pushing Bobby. Has a slight lead going out with back straightaway here. Nathan Duane looks like he's going to the inside.
Yeah,
and make
Nathan
it
in
wide.
the 07 got a good run. They're going to go 3
wide.
There's contact.
And we got trouble.
Oh,
wow.
Femi hard on the wall. Jordan into him. Nathan spinning ahead of him.
Yeah, I believe, yes, that does bring up the first caution of the day.
Really hard hit for Femi, and then Jordan had nowhere to go and just rammed right into him.
Yeah, the 3 just came down ever so slightly, and see that again.
Heavy damage there.
Yeah, probably when he's going to use a reset. And
that car's not even pointing straight. My gosh.
That car is, he's tracking the wrong way.
He done.
Hopefully he can make it back to pit road here. He's putting out a lot of black smoke. Hopefully
putting on a smoke show, though.
Yeah. Let's look at the replay here.
Yeah. Nathan makes it 3 wide. And
there's room to do it.
Yeah, there is room, and it looks like Femi's just... Yeah, he just comes down a little bit, look like.
And
a little net code, too.
And the free's going to hook.
Overcorrecting.
Oh, wow, who was that in the 7 that just made it through?
Driver side into the wall there for Femi. Good thing for we have these safer barriers here.
Yeah, that was Bobby Chaney that just made it through. That was really close call there for him.
We're on board Chris Score here. Sees the smoke in front of him. Fluffs off, goes low, and oh wow.
Oh, he just clipped Jordan there.
The one time where it's letting off, not a good thing. No wreck.
Yeah, this is gonna hurt.
Yeah, he's behind. Yeah, you can't really see that well because he's behind the 54. And,
just came out of nowhere. Product of Talladega.
Yeah, you do get those wrecks, so you just can't miss them.
The first multi-car accident of the day takes out a few, but they do have those resets.
Pit road will be open here to see how many takers we have. Marcus looks like he might be coming down pit road, and he does. He brings down Bobby Zinski and the 18 Nathan Duane.
Nick's gonna stay out.
Make sure they're making sure they got fuel. You know what I mean? 60 lap race, and Trying to pack it up with fuel. The left
Alright.
sides here actually do wear considerably more than the right sides.
Oh, it looks like the 16 of Freddie De La Rosa completely missed his pit stall and sold it at 83.
Yeah, Bobby did, our pole sitter. Missed the first pit stall.
Make the two of Marcus Richardson only took fuel only.
You know, if you're gonna have mistakes though, this is the track to do. You can make up, you know, those positions really quickly here. It's not as big as a deal here as it would be, say, at, you know, tracks like Michigan or something.
83 had to take 2 tires there just to maintain some track position.
And it looks like well, the 54 and the 07 will be up front here for this restart.
Nick Northrop's going to have Bobby Chaney right behind him, and on the outside we have Riley, and the 4 of John Berry behind him.
Hey, Riley making his NORC debut.
Yeah, running up front, having a good
Josh
run.
Robin. Staying out, getting up to 5th.
Yeah, he starts shotgunning on the field, and he's already up there in 5th. Come around, get to restart with 50-some laps to go here. And the green flag's out and run away. Marcus Richardson looking up high, but he ducks back on low. There's still double fouls as we head into turn 1. Let's see if the outside line can maintain with the inside line a little better this time.
It's the only thing about the restarts is the bottom's where I think you want to be, but they got some pretty good cars up on that high side. We'll see what happens here down the back.
Nick Northrop getting a pretty good push down the straightaway here. Right here comes the 07 to the outside, getting a push from the 4 car.
He's got a nice run there.
It looks like the 4 is now detached from him. Got a 3 car tandem down here with the 54 and the 7 and 8 of Nick, Bobby Chaney, and Josh Robin here down the bottom. And it looks like they should clear the 07 and 4. Actually, no, the 07 is still even with the 8. The 8 is starting to lose touch with the Mark 2.
All 17 cars in this race right there together.
Josh Robin can't make up. He can't make up his mind what lane he wants to be in. Goes high, goes low.
He doesn't have a partner right now, so he's going to be dropping back a little bit. He's going to have to find somebody to draft with.
Yeah.
Riley and Revin look on that high side, still trying to get that run.
Yeah, you'll see like these tandems, like they'll be able to push pretty well for a lap or so. You know how to start to back off because they'll start getting hot, and I'll bring the pack right back up to them.
You see the 5 of Ryan try to make a move around old Josh, and nobody went with him.
Hanging pretty tough on that high side there. Let's see who leads this lap.
The 07 is getting a good push from the 4 here. I think the 07 might lead this lap, but the 54 has lost touch with Bobby Chaney from behind him. And the 07 will lead that lap.
That's his first lap sled here in NORC.
Still has the 4 pushing him. Looks like the 4 is not clear yet. The 54 is still on the inside of him here. It looks like they should clear him off the corner, and they do. And they go straight down to the bottom.
And looking at that Buffalo Wild Wings car is making me kind of hungry. He's pushing the 07 out front.
Well, what's your favorite type of wings from Buffalo Wild Wings?
I'm basic. I just get the regular barb.
I like the honey mustard and the buffalo sauce. But anyway, back to the race here. Looks like we got like 6 cars.
I get the ego wings.
Yeah.
Oh.
You gotta be good, man. You gotta get the ego wings.
Oh, wow. Someone making a move there. Who's that?
Look at
16
Freddie.
Yeah,
the
Freddie.
winning car.
Yep, Freddie De La Rosa there. Cuts down the inside. It looks like he's going to try to hook up with the
There's a few cars in here I'm still trying to get used to.
And the winning car is Freddie De La Rosa.
With those yellow wheels and the Steve Burns tribute car.
Gonna push Nick, who led on the last restart, fell back behind the front 2, and here comes, that's Austin Mitchum and Marcus Richardson on the outside.
Yeah, they're making some pretty good headway up there. Looks like the pack's...
They got a... Man, Freddie's gonna go by Nick.
Pack is starting to collapse up here a little bit here.
3 wide, trying to.
Looks like someone might have some liquid fluid in the back there. I saw some appear and disappear. They go way high, but they don't have any speed up there.
Snaking.
07 still has the 4 behind him though. 4's not really pushing them at the moment. 54 is getting a push from the 7 of Bobby Chaney here. Side by side for third. Actually, it looks like the 54 might got some damage getting close to the 16 there. I think that might be the netcode damage, though. I'm not sure how much it's going to hurt him, though.
Bobby Cheney gonna give him a push here, try to get back up there with them guys. Freddie up into the 3rd position, and here comes that 2 car.
Yeah, Marcus Ruson's not getting behind the 8 car here. Josh Robin giving him a little bit of a push. Yeah, looks like it. There goes the 16 to the outside of the 4. Then pushing
Here
the
comes
8.
Freddie.
There he comes. Get some
Oh, he's
side
getting
draft
really
here.
close.
Oh, wow, that's really close right there. That could have been big. Whew.
You give him a little little tap right
Freddie's
there.
gonna go for the lead.
Freddie
Yeah.
using some extreme side drafting
Aggressive move, but it got him the lead.
here. And there goes the 8 to his outside. His 8 just bailed on him.
3 wide for the lead. Down the back.
Here
Yeah,
comes
some-
Sugar Daddy.
Oh, someone's the only one that's got help.
Oh, and it's
Getting a good push from John Barry there. Riley's gonna go back to the lead. And here comes Bobby Cheney in. Bobby Zielinski up the middle.
Yeah, that group, they're starting to get a little more racy up here.
Oh yeah, 3 wide. Well, trying to again.
Marcus getting a push now from the 16 of Freddie. Freddie a little bit of lag there.
Ben Schreiber up there in the 6 joining this battle, getting up, playing with these boys up front.
We got the tandem of the Bobbies on the outside here, leading the outside line. The SRA car, Bobby Cheney, and the Red Bull machine, Bobby Zinski. 4 still pushing the 07 here. Got the 2 behind him.
Yeah, that 4 and 07 seem to be working great together so far, it looks like.
Look at Marcus trying to make a move on by himself.
And here come the Bobbies.
Yep, here comes the Bobbies. Looks like they're going to go with Marcus. Nope. Yeah, there goes Bobby Cheney with Marcus, but Bobby
Oh,
Zielinski's
Zielinski's going to leave him.
Nope, and here comes Marcus. Right now, nowhere to the outside of the 07 here. I think the 07 led that lap, though.
They're back to single file, except for them 2.
Yeah, they're on ones on the outside lane at the moment. And the two had a run, but he's starting to lose touch. He doesn't have any push behind him.
Everybody just trying to figure it out, figure out who they're gonna work with and push to the front. See, Marcus just gets in.
Yeah.
Oh, Freddie went a little bit under the yellow line there. Femi, who was, crashed in that first caution, he's working his way back up.
You see now the 7's just going to the back.
Yeah, the 7's left out to dry here.
That's the crazy thing about Talladega. You can be racing for the lead 1 lap, the next lap you could be running 20th.
Ooh, oh, look at this.
Behind the lead change here comes the 4 car to the outside of the 07, going to push from 83.
Nice move there for Revin. He's going to take the lead. Bobby Zielinski pushing him.
And then he got ducked back to the inside here. 4 car moved the lead first time today. Unlike the 07 back to the Ferry, he's got Marcus behind him though. We got Ariel still, and there's a huge pack.
Everybody all right there. Look at them. Look at swerving down the straightaways. Bobby Cheney.
He didn't mean a move. Expected Josh to go with him and didn't go with him.
Still 3 wide back here behind him. They're back to the foul here. We got 4 car breakaway with the tandems.
Comes Marcus pushing. Is that that's the 07 car? There we go.
Yep.
He got a good run on the outside.
But then the 4 and the 83 are not hooked up here. And here comes the 07 to push Marcus to the outside here. I don't think they led that lap.
And I mentioned earlier we'd probably see a lot of lead changes. Well, we're seeing that. We're seeing some really good racing up here for the lead. And all through the pack.
Yeah, with 3 resets, what do you got to lose, Usually it's a lot of leagues, have no resets, but you got 3 resets, might as well race, and whatever happens, happens.
2 is still pushing the hell of the 07 here, but they have not been able to get around the 4 and 83 yet.
And as these guys run side by side, Nick Northrup gaining him, and that's Ben Schreiber right behind him in the UPS 6 car.
Yeah, and this first time Ben Schreiber's been up front in this race.
Now the 07's all by himself. Yep, all by himself.
No, that gets back in front of the 07.
Oh, that could have been. Ooh, we almost got turned there.
That was kind of iffy there going for that corner. Now the 07 be pushing Marcus here on the outside line here. And right now they're the only ones who are up there. And the back looks like we got Freddie De La Rosa's popped back in line. And here comes actually
Oh,
the 83.
Bobby wants to make it 3 wide, but they got the draft on the outside pushing.
Marcus Richardson looks like he'll have the lead with the 07, and he does. He tucks back down low. Marcus Richardson should be your leader coming back to the line. Unless these guys get a run on them.
Looks like the 4 and 83 are doing the switch, and 54 went with the 83, and now 54 is cut out to dry. You see
Femi looking in the middle.
He's trying to get in line there.
Yeah, Marcus will lead that lap.
And Nathan might let him in. There's might be a hole there, but nope, he's going to stay on the outside.
More single file for the first 6 positions here.
And for now.
Yeah, for now. And it looks like Femi's a lone man out there. And here comes Biosinski going to push the 4 car to come back to the outside here. And a really good push from the 4. And now side by side for the lead. So we'll make it back to the line first here. Still side by side. Looks like the 4 might be hooked up better with the 83 than the 07 is for the 2.
And like we've been seeing, these guys run side by side for the lead. That whole pack's probably going to get a big run on them.
Yeah, I believe Bobzinski will let that lap. The 07 seems like he's not able to stay with the 2 car. But now the 4 is now disconnected with the 83.
Yeah, we see two car tangos up here battling for the lead. I don't know where the rest of the pack is, but they've broken away.
Yeah, they were shuffling around back there as well, trying to figure out who to push and who to lead the draft. But yeah, they're not gaining on these guys now.
No, they actually kind of pulled away here a little bit. Not by much though.
They're single file now, and they might start to run them down. And
ooh, I think Marcus went up there to block Bobby, but it seemed like it didn't really help. Now I get the 5 and 18. They're now hooked up. They're now running down this front group.
Another lap led for the 83, but here comes the 5 of Ryan Marin with Nathan Duenas pushing him.
Don't really have anywhere really to go now. They're kind of boxed in here on the bottom.
Haven't talked about Cody Lamas. Here he is trying to work his way up there. He's right there, and that's about the 6th, 7th position.
Maybe out there on the second group of cars on the outside line. They're getting pushed by Ben Schreiber here. And looks like the 83 and 4 might have to tuck back in line here. And their progress trying to get up front is kind of stalled out, and they have jumped back in line.
Bobby and Revan, yep, back to the inside. Wow, they're all really tucked up right there.
Yeah, they're right on top of each other. Yep, here comes Femi to the outside. Marcus going up really high.
Whoa!
Femi making some progress. Here comes the 18. And Nathan Duane is looking up high, but he cuts back down low. The 54 of Nick Notrop and the 41 of, I believe that is Austin Mission there. I forgot his name card for a second. Looks like they're hooked up on the outside line now. Notice someone's still pushing the 2. They're side by side for the 4th spot.
A lot of these races at Talladega or Daytona, you see them kind of have a run where they run single file, but these guys are, they're feeling racy today. They've been racing all race so far.
Well, here comes 07 up way high.
Yeah, that's going to move Ryan up to 2nd.
I mean, he might have been getting hot. He might have to pull out of line.
Now we see the 18 hooking up with the 07.
The 18's look pretty strong. He might be able to push that 07 up to the front. Let's see what happens here down the back.
Yeah, someone who looks really strong is that too, Marcus Richardson. Not surprised to see him out front. He's always out front, and he's taking control of this racer.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Risky
move right there. They got to run on the high side, though.
Yep, 07 and 18, they're making some progress up there. 41-7 looks like they're behind them, but not close enough to really help them out. 5 still pushing the hell out of the 2. Marcus will lead another lap. Yeah, now that's the thing. If you're the lead car, you do have to ride the brake a little bit to keep the car behind you attached to you. It seems like it's counterintuitive to be as a race car driver to drag the brake to get the guy behind you to go faster, but that's what you gotta do.
Look at our Ryan just went to the outside. I don't know what he was doing. Let the 83 go by and
Maybe could have been getting hot.
Yeah,
Pole sitter up
possibly.
to second. Femi crashed earlier.
Oh,
to
whoa,
third. Oh no!
Yeah, car
There they go.
sideways and the wall. Oh!
Oh man, he gets hit. And 07 been
Josh.
running up front most of this race. Gonna be involved here.
I'll bring out the second caution today.
looks like only 2 cars involved in the wreck. Let's see what happened here. Maybe
And I
3.
believe these 2 cars did not use any of the resets, so they should be fine still for the rest of the race. Only using 1 here.
Well, let's go see and take a look at the replay here and see what happened. Looks like
Just a bad push. Yep. Bumper
Yeah, you
hooked him in the
don't
left
wanna-
rear.
Don't want to get in that left rear corner panel.
Oh,
Gets
Cheney.
right in him. Oh
Bobby
yeah,
Cheney.
And he gets a good lick. And oh, look at the 24 just get by.
and Nick and Jordan do a great job getting by there. Lowe's swerving up there in front of everybody.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like the same thing that happened during Daytona during those couple of wrecks there, where if you push the guy on the inside quarter panel, you turn him. And see if that's what exactly happens here.
Just
Yeah,
a bad
yeah,
push.
he's just trying to push him, but he's just not quite square enough, and he's just gonna. It's just yeah, these cars at this speed, you can just barely touch them, and they're gonna get sideways every time.
Yeah, the 6-car bench driver, he's lucky that the 07.
You see that wheel trying to save it,
Yeah.
but once he gets hit right here,
Austin's just gonna get by, but Bobby Cheney not so lucky.
Yeah,
yeah,
he's
once you get hit, it's pretty impossible to save. It's long for the ride. Yes, I see this. Unfortunate for him. It's for Josh.
he's down low here. There's a spin. He's kind of came down on him there. I don't think he expected the 07 to come down that fast. Well, pits will be open. I'm pretty sure it'll be a pretty busy place. That was a long green flag run there, and everyone's probably pretty close on the fuel.
Still no big wreck. We've seen a couple wrecks, but no huge wreck like we're used to seeing at Talladega.
See a car staying out. Maybe to get a lap lead. You're definitely going to need to come down and get fuel as a long run.
Yeah.
At least 2 tires.
And here they go down pit road here, and oh!
Wow, someone hit the wall
We
really
got another car
hard.
in the
Oh, another
inside
one.
wall.
Oh, look
Freddie,
at the 54 go flying
Cody
in.
Lamas.
Cody Lamas, he's having a lot. I think he just drove the car back
Marcus
in the
will
wall.
win the race.
Marcus
off pit
taking
road.
2. John Barry taking 2. The 3.
I believe everybody else is going to
Taking
take 4
4.
here, it looks like.
Yeah.
Lowe's,
Looks like-
I don't know, he doesn't know what he's doing back there.
He's having problems. Look at him go. He can't get in that pit box.
Hell, I don't know what he did.
Yeah, there's like no brakes in these things, so yeah, the first few stops, see a lot of people miss it. They just think there's brakes. There's really not that many brakes there, and just go side.
Who was the car that stayed out?
Not really
Might have
sure.
been Sting to get a lap lid. Yeah, XCC Marcus leads.
Oh, okay, yep. Oh, we're already halfway. Wow.
Here comes the pace car down pit road. You know what, guys? I think it's time for a NORC crank it up. What do you think? we're barely past halfway here at NORC Talladega 250 here, 250K. Marcus Verstappen still leaning, he's got clear behind him, pushing him. Bobby chaining the outside here, leaning at outside group. It looks like the outside line kind of maintained a little bit better on this restart than they did the last 2 times. The 54, Nick pushing behind him.
He was just wrecking 2-3 laps ago, and now he's up here racing for the lead. Bobby Cheney, Femi pushing Marcus out front right now.
Yeah, it looks like, yeah, we got about, let's say about a good 7 to 8 cars on the inside line here. 3 cars at the outside.
So far from what we've seen with this race, all 17 cars in this race, they all have a chance to win this. That's what's so great about Talladega.
Oh, ooh. Bobby getting from the other Bobby here to get a push down the straightaway here. Trying to
go for the lead. Here we go.
See if they can get to the lead here to come back to the start finish line. Got some shuffling going behind. We get the 88 Stephen Ray up there for the first time tonight. He's up there in, I believe, the 5th position on the inside line. And here comes Femi to the outside. Marcus goes up high a little bit to block. So who's going to lead this lap here? I believe. Ooh, that might have been Marcus. I was kind of hard to tell from the start.
Saw the 7 get a little loosey-goosey right there.
Well, it looks like the free Femi and I believe Bobby behind them, and they're starting to stall out here a little bit here.
And a single file liner here coming to lap, say it's on lap 34 right now, coming to lap 35. Your tri-oval.
You know, Bobby out there by himself.
No help. Gets back into line though.
Jarrett, go to 32.20. Yeah, actually, the 18 has pushed Marcus out to the pretty good lead here.
Play.
Going down the straightaway, they've got a pretty nice sized lead over the rest of the field here.
3. Yeah, you saw the 18 and the 2 work together at Daytona a few races ago.
Single foul here from front. So 1 car up here popped down the line here. I believe that is 3 of Femi. Has no help though. By himself. And no one's going with him at all. Single foul down here to bomb lane here.
Ooh, looks like the 18 is gonna get out of line. To the back he goes.
This is the furthest we've seen the 88 up front, and 31 too. A couple new faces up front.
Here comes the 83 along with, I think that's the 8 car coming back.
And looks like, yeah, they're going to go around 18 here.
Yeah, they're going to split Nathan there through the tri-oval.
For 81, looks like he's going to go up high in front of Nathan here. Or it looks like he's trying to get high to the 83 and the 8, but they're going around here and make it 3 wide. Still 3 wide back there. Really haven't seen that much 3 wide racing here. Definitely, with the current draft model, it's kind of hard to.
But definitely a lot of side-by-side racing we've seen.
Oh yeah, a lot of side-by-side racing.
The 2 just continues to lead this race.
Yeah, it seems like some people will be able to mount and challenge to his outside here, but it seems like he can never get around him. You know, whoever's pushing, they seem like they're not able to actually get around him completely. They'll get side by side with him, they can't completely pass. Job's pushing to the 83 now. Line up on the outside here. I think they're in about even with the 3rd position here. 4 cars behind them. They're now up getting even, I believe, with the second place car. And they are. You really don't need that many cars in one line to make it go. You just gotta be able to position yourself and push good enough in order to get there.
But it helps.
Oh, Mark is going to block the outside, going to go back to the inside.
Oh,
That might give him a good slingshot though.
Now Bobby's going to have a good run on the outside, looking for the lead.
in the first corner here. Yep, side by side really here. Because Bobby getting around him. It's got Josh pushing him.
Oh,
we
got
contact
trouble.
him back.
Oh no!
Oh! 18, 16 hard into the wall. And the forest got some damage. Let's look at the replay here. Looks like Ryan's inside Freddie, and Freddie came down a little bit.
Not sure if there's enough room there for the 5 to go.
Yeah.
And, he just tried sticking it in there and wrecked the winning car.
That's kind of one of those accidents that could have gone both ways.
See it again.
Yeah, let's go look at the replay here again here. Oh man, 18.
Gosh, Nathan hit the wall really hard there.
Yeah, hard into the wall. Go on bar awesome mission here. And
There goes Nathan.
Yeah, 18 is like all 4 wheels off the ground.
Helicopter. And then nowhere to go for Austin to go, and just hits Riley. Riley does a good job of keeping it from hitting the outside wall.
Over John Berry here, see what happened to him. He sees a 16 get turned, and right into him.
Yep.
Nowhere to go.
Absolutely.
Nothing he could have done.
And then back in the wall again here. That steering looks like it's way off.
Well, we only got about 20 laps to go now. Need some fuel now. I'd say is the time to get down there and get it.
Yeah, I believe if you come down pit road now, you'll definitely make it. Looks like
Nick North.
I think these guys are pretty comfortable, or I think they're good on fuel.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it's super easy, but it's here at Talladega it's pretty easy to get back up there and go battle for the win, even if you fall back a little bit here, like these guys will be.
Just gotta have the right partner.
And for the people watching, we can't apologize for the last minute or so here, a couple minutes here. One of our videos paused, so we had to get it back in sync. So that's why the commentary got a little awkward. But anyway, back to the race here. You see all the people who are involved in that wreck now coming out pit road.
Yeah, lots of cars involved in that last crash we had there.
That was a lot of them.
It's a lot bigger than I thought there. Well,
yeah, here we come for the restart. We got Marcus Richardson still as your leader.
Tell you what, the final laps
of
of this race, they're going to be intense. Talladega is always like that. Let's see who gets it done here.
Yeah, and this race is it's gone by here in a hurry. We don't have that many laps left here. We're probably coming around, I believe, to get 17 laps to go here.
Here we go.
And we're back underway here. Let's see how well the outside line can maintain with the inside line.
Looks like the A3 got a pretty good jump.
And he's getting a good shove from the 88 car of Steve.
Yeah, it looks like they're holding up there a little bit better. So, the outside line is maintained a little bit better here, but it looks like the inside line still, and 83.
Oh, he's going to go, he's going to dip on Bobby there.
Yep. Let's see if the 5 car can get back up with Bobby here and Ryan. But yeah, there goes everyone past him.
Look at another person working with Marcus. We've seen so many cars pushing him today.
If I was out there, I'd want to work with that 2 car. That's the car you want to work with.
Got a 4-car breakaway here as the pack starts to get really racy back here. So our cars back here single file. We got the 2 tandems up here. Up to 2 Marcus Richardson, the 8 of I believe that is Josh Robin pushing them. Then the 8 and 3 behind them.
Bobby Cheney getting a good push from Riley down the back. They got to try to gain that lost ground they got there, and they'll probably get a good run here.
Yeah, that was them. There's 4 cars back there, and there's 4 cars that are hooked over trying to get back up front here. Yeah, Jaws is pushing the 2. Here they come off the corner. We got about 8 cars here lined up here. Actually, a lot more single file now. Field's starting to come back together here. One big Congo line of cars.
The calm before the storm.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, we're going to take a quick look through here in the
This
field.
has been the calmest it's been.
Yeah, it took 45 laps, but yeah, this is the calmest we've seen these guys. They know they're getting down to, they're just kind of positioning right now.
Yeah, it looks like Biasiski is getting a little impatient here. He's going to go outside. He's going to bring the 4 with him. They want to go. We're not making any much progress up there, though. Yeah, it looks like he might have to tuck back in line here.
Yeah, it's only about 15 to go. It's go time.
Yeah, a lot of these guys, they might want to wait, but I mean, I'd want to go. I want to get up to the front, get up there.
Yeah,
But they're going to run single file right now.
Yeah, you can tell like you got several people here who are kind of hooked up. 2 in the 8, 88, 3, 7 in the 07 here. Well, a little 6-car breakaway here. It looks like Bobby Cheney's got pushed.
Yeah,
in the
Bobby
07
Cheney's
car.
going to be the first to go to the outside. It looks like Marcus going up there to get a little bit of the draft. He's going to pull back to the inside. Yes, he will.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, the 07 gets into him.
Oh my.
No.
He gone.
The 88
Dead.
8 car, Josh Roman stuck in the fence.
A
The 88
really,
car is
really
horrible.
horrible crash here at Talladega.
Yeah, but he's stuck.
He's stuck in the fence, boys.
That's
Yeah.
not good.
Let's take a
Let's
look
see.
at the replay.
Let's take a
You
look
saw
here.
me react. I saw Cheney just go up high. I don't know what happened. And
07's pushing him. Cheney just goes up the racetrack a little bit, and I
Might
don't
have
think Riley did not expect that at all.
oh no,
and
doing it for Dale.
Oh man, that was a hard hit.
I tell you what, that's one of the hardest hits you'll ever see in any type of stock car racing.
It kind of reminds me of the Reagan Smith crash back here, I believe, in the fall race in
Yeah,
2007.
I don't know why Bobby Cheney went up the track a little bit there, but he did, and that just, the 07 didn't expect it,
Oh,
and my God. That's incredible.
looks like the 88 got turned by the 83 here. 88 looks like he was smoking a little bit.
Yeah, the 88 was already kind of involved in that.
And he backs it up in the wall there a little bit. Not too hard, but he's definitely has to use a reset.
Yeah,
here.
that might be one of the worst crashes I've ever seen.
I don't know. It looked like a little lag happened to Cheney there from this view. His car just
My
like,
gosh.
his car wiggled and just went up the track. Let's see this.
Yeah,
Yeah, his neck coat, I think. Look at his
you
left
can
front.
see he got damaged like really out of nowhere.
Yeah, I did see the front and kind of go up a little bit there.
I think he might have got neck coated from the car below.
Strange.
Okay, that's
Hold on, boys.
yeah, this is gonna be bad. Just guys, just he chalked that down just to bad luck.
Man,
Get a
that's one of the
good
biggest
look.
things. Those kind of wrecks, you see like a car get turned up high and just collects the second place driver. You do see that quite a bit. And then first is just all by himself, luckily, and there's nothing to do about it. And look at everybody.
Everybody's going to pit except Marcus. Wow.
Well, tires don't really mean
I mean,
that
yeah,
much here.
not like the tires really don't matter, but,
They might have gotten
eh.
damaged they need to fix, or they have had little damage the whole race. Want to use that reset? I mean,
Well,
A couple
might as
cars
well.
are stayed out. Or stayed out.
yeah, the 424. Jordan,
19.
that's going to restart third.
48's up there in the top 5 now.
Hey.
It's like the 4 got his track position back from the last wreck he was involved in, the 16 to 5.
Restart about 11 laps to go.
Yeah, I think actually when they cross the line, they'll get 10 laps to go here. So,
Marcus
Yeah.
Hutchinson, John Berry, front row. Here we go.
yeah, it's go time now. side by side up here, getting ready
Green
for a
flag is
restart.
out.
Running away here. Yep, 10 laps to go.
10 to go. This is it. Talladega, baby.
Car's actually getting a pretty good push from the 18. Let's see, the 18 can maintain with him here. Now, that's actually the best organized I've seen the outside line so far in this whole entire race.
And the 24 of Jordan Missick all over the back of Marcus Richardson, down the back on that inside. That's where I want to be right here, I think.
Yeah, it's kind of like the way this race has been going. Ever since the 2 car is taking the lead, it seems like people want to get alongside of him. But
He's had so many partners, and like this is recycled partners.
Yeah, it seems like whoever gets behind him here on the inside line just stays with him.
And it don't look like, well, they kind of have a good run here. And don't really look at that 4 and the 8. They need more help up there. That's what they need.
The outside line is really broken apart here. Got 9 laps to go.
9 to go. You got Femi right there behind Nick Northrup pushing Cody Lamas there. Nowhere really to go for the 48.
Yeah, look at
He's
the
got
48
the
up front now.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the first time we've seen Cody Lamas up there.
Really, the first time we've seen Jordan up here, battling for the lead.
Yep, Austin Mission was up there for the first time too.
Outside, just kind of maintaining there around 3rd, 4th, but have a little bit of, they're getting a little bit of a better run. Just only 2 cars. That's pretty impressive, though.
You know, all of these guys except for the 4 and 18 down the bomb. Looks like Femi, he looked like he was going to go with him, but
He thought about it. Oh,
yep.
41. Almost thought he was going to hit the 48 there.
Oh, 24 kind of left the door open there. I thought the 48 was going to go to the inside.
And here comes Revin to the outside for the lead.
Come down and get some of that
Trying
side
to get
draft
that
there.
side draft. Ooh, they might have touched there. It was close. Nathan
That's a good
all
thing.
over the back.
Here it comes for the lead.
Yep. Knocking the 4 clear to 2.
2 and 24, 4 and 18. Yeah, that's an 18. Yep. Okay.
Yep. As it seems like every time people get to that son of Marcus, that when they're going to push, they just kind of stay there next to him, and they kind of lose touch with him. But let's see if the 18-4 if they can do something different though. The 18 really doesn't seem like he's doing that great of a job of trying to stay even with the 4 here.
I tell you what, if any other cars jump up there, they're going to go to the front. It's just them 2 running that
Uh-oh.
fast.
Oh, he blew
no!
up.
Wow!
He overheated and blew up.
Are you kidding me?
And there goes any help that the 4 car had. The 18 has puked the motor.
What a terrible break for the 18 car. Wow.
Man, just pushing so hard to get by Marcus, blew it up.
Go back up to the battle for the lead here. Looks like the 4 has gone back into the inside line here.
Lost a ton of spots.
Yep, then you got the 24 and the 48, still 2nd and 3rd.
No. You're getting to the point where we're coming around and get 6 to go here.
The thing is, you know, you want to make your move, but when you're right there running 2nd, 3rd, I mean, if you make your move, no one's going to go with you. You're going to go to the back.
And the thing is about iRacing, there is no green white checkers, so
Yes, I mean, yeah, you might want to make your move now. I mean,
yeah, you can't be waiting with like 4 to 3 laps to go, because if the caution comes out, the race is over.
so you don't know what's going through their mind. You know, running 2nd, 3rd, you move up, no one goes up. Lowe's going to look to the outside.
Yep. There goes Tony Lamas to the outside. He's oh no, the 24.
Oh, he blocked.
Jordan went up too.
And Marcus
And
goes up the
now
block.
here they all go.
They all he
Whoa.
blocks again. They're on the yellow line.
Wow, Jordan looking for the lead. Lowe's going for 2nd.
There goes Nick
Gonna get some
Northrup
help
behind
with
him to push
54.
him.
3-car tango.
And Nick Northrup, Bobby Cheney right there on the outside. Here comes Austin Mitchum right behind him. Oh, here we go.
Oh, we got a car
we got a
spinning
car
around,
sideways.
And around goes to 4,
No.
pouring into the outside wall.
That's
Gonna be
No
a
caution
caution.
yet. And
No
wait for
caution.
it. No caution not yet. Actually, I hear the car slowing out. The caution is out, and it is.
huh.
Well, 6
So
to
what
go.
What are we gonna have here?
Let's look at a replay here.
Yeah, you know these guys. You know, right here. This is for the lead, and yeah, just that left rear maybe.
Yep.
That bumper hook.
Driver's pushing them. And oh man.
And I don't think there's a safer barrier there. Hard hit for the 41.
And the thing with the crash videos on iRacing, if you hit the wall, you usually get slung back across the racetrack. Luckily, that was only a 1-car accident here.
Yeah, that was pretty much a miracle that no one else is involved in that.
Let's take a look at the contact here. You can see this is the, the left rear quarter panel, left side quarter panel, you just can't get into it when you're pushing.
And the
that's what
6, all
happened.
he's trying to do there is just help him, give him a push, and he just barely misjudged.
And 41's going to overcorrect here. He's going to come. He's going to fly back into the outside wall here. And
wow, and just as this wreck has happened, look at Cody Lamas is going to the
You
outside.
know, it's a shame that this happened. We were having a pretty good race up there
Yeah,
front,
it
and
was setting
this
up
might
to
be, it might be ending under caution. And I'm wrong.
Yeah, it was setting up to be a good finish, but
yeah, it looks like we're going to get a restart with 1 lap to go.
1 lap. Oh boy.
So you're going to see an insane amount of blocking here.
Wow, look at the 4 laying back a ton.
4 is laying back a lot.
Like, I mean, that's a lot right there. There's 2 cars in between you can fit, but here we go.
There's the green flag. There goes the 40 outside. He's got a run. He's got the 83 with him. For Cody Lamas does not have a push from the 24. The 24
looks like the 48 and 24 did not get
Oh, he just got in front of Nick there. They are 4 wide back there, I think.
Looks like the Forest lost his push.
Can anyone beat that 2 car? He's already looking for, I believe, his 4th win of the season.
Well, look at Femi right behind him, looking for his 2nd win of the year.
Yeah, the 2 winners this year. Looks like they might.
Got run. Here comes
Here
Lowe's has a run.
Then he goes to the outside.
Oh, Nick's gonna leave him.
Nick's going inside. Ooh,
oh, contact! Here comes Nick.
Nick's pushing the hell out of him now. He's got some Bobby Chain behind him.
Femi on the outside, but he doesn't have that much help. Oh, there's trouble behind him.
Who cares about that? Everyone race back to line. Here comes the 54 of Nick to the outside.
Nick looking high. This is going to be close. The start finish line's way down
here.
Here
comes the 7 down low, and Marcus just gets it. Marcus wins the Talladega 250 guy.
Death
wow.
Everywhere. Yep. And we have a massive accident like usual after the start finish line.
Yeah, with the line being way down there, I thought Nick might have had him there, but not quite enough. And Marcus win number 4.
Nope.
Good finish though. For
what's it
going to
take to beat this guy?
No, we got
4th win in 5 races.
I'll tell you what, though, we saw a really exciting race there. That was exciting.
And the race is over.
Look at 3/100ths of a second.
Beats Nick Northrup to the line. Bobby Chain there, trying to make it free wide there in the bottom, gets further.
Femi fell back after that block. It's gonna get he's gonna get forwards. Look at Ben Schreiber getting
nice top 5 there. Nice run.
Got the 5 of Ryan Marin. He finished 6th. Cody Lamas with that huge run went back to 8th.
And Nathan Duenas is gonna get last after that blown engine.
Yeah, he just.
What could have been?
Just puked the motor at the worst possible time.
Talladega.
Yeah, it's Talladega for you. Well, congrats on Marcus on his. I believe that's his 3rd win in a row.
Yeah, it's he's having a great. He won both plate races. You'd think, that's the one place that anybody could win, and he won both of them. And I don't know the points right now, but all I know is he has an even bigger lead. Unfortunately, the man who does the points is slacking, so I don't know the points.
Cough, cough, me, cough, cough.
Yeah.
Well, I hope the viewers enjoyed that, because I know me, I know you guys probably sure. That was a great race we saw there. Next week is Homestead.
Yeah, Homestead will be next week, and I believe after Homestead will be, Martinsville. And
that should be a fun one. And then after that, Watkins Glen. So it should be a fun 3 weeks.
Good racetracks coming up, and this is probably the best race we saw this season. Talladega always just produces some great races, great finishes, scary crashes too.
Yeah.
Yep.
That one wreck with Josh Robin, that was pretty nasty.
But you're usually gonna get one of those really pretty big wrecks. Last NORC race we had Indy, and we had a couple big, huge wrecks, Indy cars.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, you can always get that big wreck at the plate tracks. It was fun commentating another race with you guys. Thanks everybody for watching the video today, and give it to you, Revan.
All right. Well, for me, Bobby, aka Dahab, and Jared, aka Pacey Toast, this is Revan, and we'll catch y'all next week for the Homestead 150. See y'all then. Bye-bye.
See y'all.